Hey everyone, Kyan here, and this is the Pixelbook Go. Well, first we're going to talk about the design. So, it has rounded edges, as you can tell. It's also on the bottom got this interesting structure. Sorry about the mic. It's got it, and my dog is currently sneezing in the background. So it's got this little interesting. If I can figure this whole situation out. Sorry about this. Rib cage structure. It's like that's all made out of its metal, which is a magnesium. It's magnesium. That's what this is. This entire thing is made out of it, except for, of course, the skin I put on the front and the trackpad. That we'll get to later, though. It's also got little rubber feet. It only weighs 0.5 pounds. Something around that area. It'd be less. No, I think it's just 0.5 pounds. And it's 1 inch thick. It's quite a thin laptop. And it doesn't have any. Okay, that's actually part of the keyboard section. Never mind. I won't talk about that yet. Which is the next section anyway. So I guess we'll move on to the keyboard section. Keyboard trackpad is our next talking point. So the keyboard is quiet. It's got like their silent keys or something. I'll put it right next to the mic. Very quiet. And sorry about the bumping of the mic. I'm not used to this whole thing yet. Now, it's not mushy or anything. It's quite nice to type on. And while I'm talking about that stuff, it should have B-roll up. And, there's hardly any deck flex, so if I push on it, like, it doesn't bend. I'm typing right now. Just undo that, and sorry about more banging of the mic. I will figure this out eventually. Let's put the mic right there. Hopefully that works. But yeah, like, I should probably just record some separate footage of that. Okay. Separate footage should be up now of me trying to flex the keyboard like nothing happens. And now that has played over, talking about the trackpad, it's made out of glass. It's like Gorilla Glass 5 or something. And it's nice and smooth. Just your finger glides along it. It feels nice. And it's got really good wrist rejection for when you're typing. Or palm rejection, I guess. Palm, wrist, whatever. When you're typing and using this area as a wrist rest, as it's intended to be, it doesn't move the mouse or anything, which is good. And even though it's 0.5 inches thick, not 0.5 inches thick, 1 inch thick, and 0.5 pounds, you cannot click the trackpad from anywhere but the trackpad. Like, unlike the Galaxy Book Pro. So yeah, that's all about the keyboard and trackpad I have. Now, just a quick make sure I'm recording check. Okay, I'm still recording. And now I'm going to talk about the screen. So, it's 1080p. Not anything fancy like, it's just an LCD. It's not anything fancy like an OLED, a QLED, or, yeah, it's just a basic 1080p screen. It's got some pretty good viewing angles. I can view it from like basically any weird angle I need to, and obviously you can move it with the hinge. And I mean, the colors shift a bit off angle, but like that's when you're severely off angle. And it's not got a matte finish, so it's practically a mirror, but you can still see it pretty well in indoor settings. And it's not like a super bright screen. Like, I'll put it at max brightness. That's, hold on, let me get rid of that notification. That's max brightness. I guess it is kind of glowing over there. It's literally illuminating. Okay, it is kind of bright. Like, it's literally, I can see my tripod glowing because of how bright this is being right now. Okay, let's turn that brightness back down. Oh yeah, and speaking of brightness, I forgot to mention in the keyboard trackpad section, the keyboard is backlit. I don't know how well you can see that. I just turned it all the way up, but yeah, it's backlit. Just take my word for it, it is. Okay, yeah, and according to Michael Fisher, the Mr. Mobile dude, hopefully you watch him. He makes pretty good content. When you use polarized sunglasses, the screen completely disappears. I'll link his Pixelbook Go review down below, and that's really weird. I never use sunglasses ever because I have prescription lenses and they can tint themselves, so I have no need for sunglasses. But that is weird. And it's got, I don't know how accurate the colors are. I don't know how to find that out, but I mean, just looking at it, I've never noticed any weird colors or anything off about it that I wouldn't like. It's colors works just fine. Nothing wrong with it. So yeah, that's about all I have for the screen. Next we go on to the webcam and internal mic. Not much is going to go on here. I'm just going to show you a video of me using it and judge it in the comments or something. I don't know. So this is a sample of the video and mic on the Pixelbook Go. Now, I do have my phone flashlight on to better light up my face, like, because with my poor lighting situation, it doesn't really show how good the camera actually is, because, I mean, you can see me pretty well with the right lighting. And the mic, not good at canceling out background noise like my fan, but you can hear me just fine, and there's no weird static or anything like that. So yeah, pretty good mic and camera. For the specs, I have the base model Pixelbook Go, so all the base specs. And by the way, I use this as my main computer and have been for the past year. As you can tell, I have two monitors behind me. And so I have the base model. It's got an Intel Core M3, 8GB of RAM, 64GB SSD, which doesn't sound like much, but I've never filled it up, and it's a Chromebook. Most of everything you're going to be doing is online, so you're not going to be filling up much space, even if you're doing offline editing, because those only take up like kilobytes of space. How much storage am I taking up right now? Let's see. 37 out of 64GB, so I have 26GB left. And 20 of that is system files, so in reality I'm not using as much as it seems. Alright, so that's the SSD. It's an SSD. I mean, that's good. It's pretty fast. And for ports, it's got USB-C port here on this side, USB-C port on this side, and also a headphone jack. But just a headphone jack, not a microphone jack. At least I think it isn't a microphone jack, because I haven't. It's probably was just the weird microphones I got, because there were like some really cheap ones, and I tried plugging it into here, and it was doing it as like an audio output. But I'm pretty sure it's just a headphone jack, not a mic jack. I never use it really, because unless I'm using my Sony headphones wired mode, but that's why I want video editing, and my Sonys are broken anyways, as you could probably tell from the last video I made. Okay, that was it for specs, I guess. I mean, this version is $649. I got it at Best Buy in satisfactory condition for $500 exactly, like including sales tax. It was like $470, $475, $480. Not bad at all. And yeah, it might seem overpriced for a Chromebook, especially for one you can get some for cheap, but that's like a 2-in-1, like the screen folds back, or it comes with a pen. But those are like more cheaply made, I guess, sometimes. Like, they're all plastic, or even like the $1,000 plus Galaxy Book Pro running Windows is built worse than this. That's saying something. Okay, so OS. It is Chrome OS. Everyone has their own opinions on that. I think, personally, it's a good OS. I do basically everything on it. I can even video edit on it. But, not. I'm still trying to figure out Linux video editors. I have been for the past year. Haven't found one that's good, or that I like, or that I can use right. And I did find an online one that's free and everything with no watermark. But it has a really small file cap. And like, I get over that with one recording of video for this channel. So I just use my Windows desktop for editing for now, until I can find a video editor, or until I upgrade to Windows or Mac OS, you know. Oh, what, I said that out loud? Joke. I might upgrade to those, but not for now. I've only had this for a year. Okay, so there's Linux and Android app support. Now, not all Android apps work, and not all Linux apps work. It uses Linux Debian, I believe. I don't know if it still does. I swear I heard someone say it doesn't. I don't know. So you do your own research on that. But yeah, it has Linux and Android app support. I've got like Minecraft Java Edition installed on here and stuff. And it has a really nice UI. Like, Chrome OS looks pretty nice. That was my dog, if you could hear that. She's over there sneezing again. Yeah, but it looks really nice, and with updates, it just keeps getting better and better. I don't know why I keep looking at my screen. It's just talking points. There's no script here. This probably feels so unnatural. I'm so sorry. So yeah. What else do I got on here? And it's got integration with all Android phones, not just Google phones like the one I'm filming on. So you can And that integration just keeps getting better and better. Like, we've got this phone hub and stuff right here. You can't see it, but it shows, I'll do a screenshot. I'm currently doing a screenshot, so just hold on a second here. The screenshot should already be up by now, but I had to just take one. But yeah, you can see there's like your recent Chrome tabs, enable hotspot, silence phone, locate phone, and your data, like how much service you have, and your battery level, and what phone it is. So yeah, that's it for OS. Next, we have performance. And also, this is a are we still recording check. Okay, good. We are still recording. So it is fast and responsive, mostly due to the fact that it's Chrome OS. It's meant to run on low-spec machines. It doesn't do local video games very well, but that's to be expected. It's a Core M3, and it's not got any fans. And it's an Intel chip. Doesn't have any fans. And it's an Intel chip. You get the idea. But it doesn't ever get hot unless you are doing those tasks like gaming. And I don't know about exporting video because I haven't figured it out yet how to get a video editor on here. I mean, I have, but I didn't like any of them. And as you can see behind me, I use 2 external monitors, and they both work just fine, including the laptop screen. I have all those running at the same time, and it all works just fine, with only a few weird glitches, but that's to do with the OS, and they aren't major enough for it to be unusable. And they have been getting fixed, and then a few more coming, and then all of them getting fixed as it gets updated. They're just some bugs. Besides that, though, it just said that. And it has got some pretty good display controls. You can move each display wherever you want in a 3D space. Well, besides forwards and backwards. So it's a 2D space. Up, down, left, and right. But you can have them set up however you need, so when you're moving mouse cursors between the screens, it feels as seamless as possible. And that's all I have for performance, I guess. So now we're going on to should you buy it? Well, it's let's see, just gonna scan to this and then I'm gonna close it. So it is $649, as I have previously stated, and that is brand new from Google. It only comes in just black. It used to come in not pink, but that was like a limited time thing, and those sold out and they stopped making them and stuff. Weird. But if you're looking for like a premium Chromebook, or just a really nice laptop without having to spend like around $800+, then this works. You could install Windows on it technically if you tried. You'd have to like get the right screws, take the back off, like unscrew some screw that blocks it from allowing you to boot OSs onto it. Then you can install whatever OS you need onto it, I guess. And it does, like, I don't know, I'm not even gonna get into the whole OS thing. You can figure that out on your own if you need to. But it is a really premium built Chromebook. And if you're just looking for a web browser device and you don't care about it being well built, do not get this. Get something like the Lenovo Chromebook Duet or the new Asus one that's basically the same thing except by Asus. Because those are like $200 $200 to $300 depending on where you get it from and if it's on sale or not. And they're like detachable keyboards, styluses, and it comes with the computer and it runs Chrome OS and stuff. But of course they aren't going to be as well built as this. But if you do need a nice built laptop, Chrome OS, this is perfect. Now, don't get any of the really high configurations. Like the max one is like $1,300 and it's got a 4K display and only 128 gigabytes of storage. It's still an SSD and it's only got like 12 gigabytes of RAM. It's not very good for $1,300. The base model, maybe the next model up, is the best deal, especially if you can find them on eBay used or something, or like I did at Best Buy, open box in a certain condition. Then that's a really good place to find them. So that is my 1-year review on the Pixelbook Go after using it as my main computer for that entire time. And while I will continue to use it as my main computer after this video, and until it is completely unusable. So, with that, thank you all for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!